This dish, we're going to make some lager and lime mussels, starting off with half a large white onion, which we're just going to slice up. And then dice it through, like so. Don't worry about getting it too fine, just as it comes. Get a nice large hot pan on, preferably one with a lid. If you haven't got a lid, it's not too much of a problem, but if you have, it's perfect. A good drizzle of olive oil into the pan, like so. Over here we've got some garlic, just one large clove, which we will top and tail, take off the outside. Peel off the skin like so, and then just crush it with the back of the knife and just slice it through. Again, don't worry about getting it fine at all, that's perfect. So the pan's now getting hot. This is a good drizzle of olive oil. In go the onions. Start sizzling away. We'll just pop in there a knob of butter as well. With the mussels, we're using Brancaster mussels, which are really lovely and local, just from the Norfolk coast. I've prepared some already, but these is how they'll come in. They'll have the little piece of beard here, which you just need to remove, like so, taking off all the dirt as you go. It's important to make sure all the mussels are closed when you before you cook them. Mussels are living, and if they're open, that means they are dead, and you don't want any of those because they can be causing food poisoning, etc. To make sure they're closed, if they're open like so, just give them a good squeeze and they'll go really nice and tight and there won't be any movement in them. Once your mussels are all cleaned, pop them into a bowl like that. The onions are starting to sweat down. Into your onions you need to put a large pinch of salt, which will help the onions cook. That will start breaking down the onions. So the sauce we're going to make for this is a typical white wine sauce, but we're going to do it with lager instead. We've got Peroni, which is a slightly sweeter lager, absolutely perfect to go with the mussels. You could do it with white wine, as I say, or you could use a local ale or a darker beer. Want to get the onions almost cooked, but not coloured. And keep the pan really nice and hot. About 30 seconds and the mussels can go in. We're now going to slide in all the mussels. In they go. Pop the lid on. Just give them a good toss, covering them in all the butter and the onions. In with that, we're just going to pop a lime that we're going to slice up. You could juice it, I'm just going to stick it straight in. In it goes. As that cooks, the flavours will come out of that. We're going to pop in some Peroni as well. You don't want to cover it, but just a good layer in the bottom. And then we leave that with the lid on a really hot temperature, for sort of 1 minute or so until the mussels start to open. So you can see the mussels are beginning to start to open. There's a few of them opening in the bottom there. That's perfect. And we're going to just serve this really simply with some really lovely crusty bread and some butter. There we go, that's ready to go. Some butter and a wedge of lime. The mussels are nearly all opened. The sauce tastes good. When you're about 1 minute or 30 seconds from it finishing cooking, in there's going to go a good handful of dill, which again, just gently chop, don't worry about doing too fancy. In that goes. You put it in too early and the flavour will be lost. It'll start to get sort of a stewed flavour rather than a a hit of the fresh dill. They're all starting to open in there. The steam being created, which is bursting the mussels open. You need to get a second pan hot, which we're going to pour the sauce into. We're then going to finish that with the cream and the butter. Have a little mix. You can see they're all nearly there. It's absolutely perfect. The residual heat in the mussels will finish cooking those. But into the separate pan, we're going to pour off all the liquid, like so. The mussels are ready to go, so we'll just leave those there, off the heat. Just want to bring the sauce to the boil. Once it does, we'll add the cream. You're now reducing those flavours, which is all the juice from the mussels. Finish it with the cream. While the sauce is being done, you can plate up your mussels. We're going to go a bit fancy and go into a kilner jar, but you can serve it in whatever you've got. Get all your lime and all your juices in there, if we can get them in the pot. Some have gone in, I promise. There we go. A few there. So that's ready to go. We'll just finish the sauce. The sauce has come to the boil. In goes a knob of butter. And you don't want to boil it with the butter in because you'll split the sauce. Just slowly mix that around, melting the butter into the sauce. I'm going to put a pinch of pepper as well now. And that's perfect. All the butter's melted in. And there you go, we've got the lager and lime mussels with crusty bread.